At the Empathy Center, and it's sort of a foundational practice. And in this process, we're going to have a timer. I'm going to keep the time. I'm going to bring that up. And we'll have 4-minute turns.
4 minutes? Wow.
Up to.
Too long.
Yeah. You don't have to use it all. So our topic is what are feelings of concern, anxiety, or fear that you're dealing with in your life? And one person will be the speaker, and for example, if you're the speaker, you'll speak to me, and you can talk for maybe a minute about your experience, and then pause, and I'll reflect back my understanding of what I understand you said, and then you can check, did I understand you? And if I did, you continue talking. If I didn't understand you, then you can say it again in other words until you feel like I really understood you. And then you'll have a time, 4 minutes. And if you feel like you don't have anything to say, you can say, I'm fully heard, or I'm complete. And then the listener, I would be the first listener. Then I'll select someone else to speak to, and I'll talk for about 45 seconds, an idea or two, and then I'll pause and you reflect back your understanding. So you don't add your own ideas, you don't respond, you only share what it is that you heard me say. And then I'll keep time, and when the time's up, I'll say, oh, that's time, and then you just finish in maybe a sentence what you have to say. And then, the other person, the listener, becomes the speaker. And it's a very powerful practice because it really helps people feel heard and understood. And it's core to the whole therapeutic, helping, being a good friend. We use it for conflict mediation. It's very powerful for addressing conflict. So if you have conflicts in your temple, you can have an empathy circle if you find getting along. So we can, the best way is just to do it, get started.
Do we need introduction?
There's no real introduction. Oh, you can introduce ourselves, maybe just your name, and just take about a few seconds. Just introduce yourself.
Myself? Okay. Good morning. I'm happy to join this center. And today we are going to practice mindfulness Dharma. So I'm Keshin Singh from Rutsch Institute, Leh Ladakh.
Great. Thank you for being here. And
Thank you for inviting us. My name is Rutsch. I'm from Ladakh.
okay.
It's nice to be here at the center and be able to create a great mandala. And it was this really great opportunity for us to, and also at the same time doing this morning sessions. It's really from Nepal.
Good morning, my name is Edwin. I'm from Ladakh, so I'm very happy to be present in this event today.
And I'm Edwin Rutsch. I'm the director of the center, and I've been working for 15 years on this empathy work, and I'm so pleased you're here. And I'm very grateful for you taking part in this empathy circle. So we can begin. We have 4. Do you want to start? Or whoever wants to start, speak to me. What are feelings of concern, anxiety, stress, or worry, or even fear that you're dealing with in your life?
I've been traveling to different places, so I have been seeing many people like kind of homeless. Those are the kind of like feeling very concerned to taking care, because when I see them like kind of doing their acting in their daily life, like going to finding this food and grabbing food from the trash cans. So this kind of really like me to be taking care, and so whatever I'm having in my daily life, I'm so lucky, and so this is what I feel in my life, which we have to take care of other people first always.
So I'm hearing you feel concern about the homeless, that you're seeing that they're getting food out of the garbage cans, and that you feel gratitude for yourself, that you're not homeless, and that you feel that we should take care of the people who are having suffering.
Yes, that's correct. Yes. And then when we're feeling it, I always like feeling trying to people to help others. When we do other first, then I feel like kind of a little bit not that much myself important. Always, compassion others, love other, kindness others, and that make me more in my life practice more smoothly. And even when I see kids are and animals are playing, they are also like kind of how they're showing affection to others, which we are very entirely different.
So you have a sense of service. You want to do service to others, and you feel good about serving and contributing to others. And you see children playing, and that energy of the children is attractive to you.
Yes, right. So that's what I was.
Okay. So that was, thank you. So can I speak to you?
Okay.
So I will speak now. I'm the speaker, so I will speak and you just reflect back.
Okay.
So a concern for me is just my health. So I have this cough that I'm having, and I've had it for like 4 years, almost off and on, and I can't seem to get rid of it. So it's concerning to me. So just health issues.
Yeah, because I also feel that you are coughing.
Yeah, you just reflect back. What did you hear me say? Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think you're concerning about your health issues, and this cough has been coughing. Right, and you try to do some treatments, but it has been not treating it. So that you have some concern, and my empathy also. That too.
Yeah, yes, I feel heard there. So generally, I feel healthy, but this one issue with the cough is really sort of a health concern. So, and I've tried everything. I tried this, and I've been to a lot of doctors, and they say, oh, your lungs are healthy, your sinuses are healthy, but I still have this problem. So I've tried so many different things.
Yeah, so you have empathy on that because you have been checking all these, approaching the different doctors and checking all the health care. So yes, some kind of treatment.
Yeah, can't
So
get
you
the
are
treatment.
trying to explain.
Yeah, and so that's a concern. What else is, I feel a lot of gratitude, sort of happiness that you're all here, and I'm thankful that you're trying the empathy circle, so thank you for doing the empathy circle.
Thank you. So
Yeah, you can just say, I hear you have gratitude.
So I hear you that gratitude that we are all team here and doing the mandala, and you appreciate that that you are trying to explain.
Yeah, and it was very successful. I felt we had a wonderful event yesterday, so I felt very good about the event.
So you thought, you feel that it's very good that it's today many people show up, and you feel good that people came and successful.
And another worry is just creating the whole center. It's so much work, so it's a lot of responsibility to create everything. So it's a little bit stressful for me.
Yeah, and also you feel that stressful that a lot of people came and a lot of job that you have been doing, and this responding and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel heard. That's it. That was my time too. So you can select someone to speak to, and you can share your
Yeah, I can share. So it has to be the same topic or different topics?
Whatever you want. You can talk about a fear, anxiety, or anything you want. You can always talk about whatever's on your mind.
Yeah, maybe Kishore and I will discuss some mandala about this, right?
Yes, you can talk about mandala.
Yeah. This is we doing the Thara mandalas. And maybe talk to Damchara. So maybe I have to talk about the mandalas, and we are doing these mandalas and doing different places with the different mandalas like Thara mandalas and Cherese mandalas and medicine Buddha mandalas. So these three deities have different places to go around different places, and I mean each deity has a different benefit for they have on what you call specialized. Tara has a special clearing obstacles, and the medicines are like healing powers, and also the what you call Cherese is compassionate. So these three different deities we are going around in different places around the United States.
Remember, pause, yeah.
I'll be talking about the mandala benefit in a few weeks. So we talk about the benefits, why we bring mandala, and the benefit of each mandala.
Yeah, that's right. And so when we do it in these different places, so I think it's good that because this some kind of comes from the east, distance involved. So we come into the West, and then people also understand what is the mandala, and at the same time, this can be blessed to different people, and also some kind of interact like the East and West culture sharing. So those who have an understanding of the Buddhism, they understand great, but those who are new to Buddhism, they don't know what it's about. So we share all this kind of exchange program about sharing the different religions and different cultures. This I feel like very good that coming around this.
Yeah, that we talk about the cultural exchange between the East and West, and we talk about what benefits for the people who visit us and see this mandala and understand our culture, and we can understand their culture. Yeah.
That's it? Sure.
Okay.
You should have talked to me.
You speak
I speak to you. Okay, I'll talk about my work, what I do at the institute. So I feel I've been working with the institute since many years. So sometimes you feel that you're working continuously for many years. So sometimes you do different jobs. I do different jobs. So sometimes you cannot finish one job, and you're supposed to do another job and to do another job. So you feel stressed. So I think sometimes you get very confused what you're doing, and sometimes you feel very stressed, and you're not completing one job and you're jumping to another job. So this is my difficulties.
So, usually I always suggest to the people, whatever you do.
No, you just say what it is.
Yeah, so I know that you already shared this many times because he's very busy, or sometimes he have to take care of children, sometimes he have to take care of the office, sometimes he have to dive me. He have a lot of responsibilities. So I'm always saying, so you should have a love and effort and passion.
So you don't give advice, you only say what you do. Hard for a lot of continue.
So I know I love to love my job, and I've been doing it a long time. So it's been quite a long journey for me, and I've been appreciative and supportive of the project. And I feel thankful that I'm part of this journey, and I feel thankful. Yes.
Yeah. So whatever you share me, I understand and come up that. What do you think? No. So you see, your names thinking is, I know that you have hard work. Something like that.
And you're grateful. You're grateful for the work too.
Yeah.
So,
That's it.
okay, feel heard.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's your turn. You could maybe speak to Tenzin since he hasn't.
So my
Yeah, so any concerns, worry, or anything on your mind?
So, actually, I'm running the institute. So, this is not easy way. Since 2006, 2007, I work very hard. Then I started so many projects here. But, during this 15 years, lot of changes happened in our institute also. And also I traveled many places, like many cities and many countries also. Then also I met with 100,000 people, during these 10 years. So, but when I go in countries then I met, with different people. They always sharing with me there's some problem like tension, stress, and fear also.
Then pause, let Tenzin reflect.
So you said you are working on our institute. So you've been working many years and you've been taking care of lots of kids, and you've been facing so many difficulties and challenging all these things. And so you've been traveling to many countries and you've been seeing many different peoples and sharing their and spirit and everything.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is my main worry is so many people had so many different kind of this problem. I'm worried that especially nowadays people have strong tensions and also the stress and also this the lollipop. So I check and I understand and I realize where does this come from, this problem. Really, these problems come from this lacking the love and compassion also. So that way, many people create own problem. Yeah. So then I'm always saying, try to stay with peace and happy and harmony. Then I'm always saying, you must talk with the people. You must care with people. This is very, very important.
So pause, get reflection.
So you're meeting with different people and they're sharing about their problems, like stress and anxiety. And the main reason when my point of view is seeing their lack of compassion and love. So that's why they're creating all these problems.
And that was the time, so now it's your turn. You have 4 minutes.
So where should I go?
You can speak to anybody.
Okay,
We'll do one more round.
One more round.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we have been joining this trip for a few weeks, and we had a very good time to see different people and sharing our love and compassions, and people giving us so affections and giving us their nice facilities to live their house and their food, whatever they're offering. We are always feeling gratitude. So
So you're sharing that this tour has been very meaningful for you, and then wherever we visit, that people are really taking care and taking responsibility and giving good service. That you appreciate that. You're trying to explain that. Is that?
And then when we do this tour, we have been benefiting lots of people because of we have been seeing lots of natural disasters, and then we have been trying to promote love and peace and harmony each other, and that way create all this environment peaceful because we are doing especially the mandala and putting those same mandala in the oceans. That makes very very good for our environment and to be obstacle removed.
Yeah. So this Zen mandala touring that because in the world there are a lot of so many difficulties, disasters in this world, and doing this in mandala bring them peace and happiness to the whole world, and also when releasing that Zen mandala to the ocean, so we pray for all peace. So.
Is it okay?
Hmm? So you can select your listener, anybody.
Oh, so maybe Zen So since Edwin has explained about the anxieties, so from my understanding, the anxieties comes from different people have different way of understandings, and also I think anxiety mainly comes from the way of thinking. So when, for example, when you will do something, or some programs happening tomorrow, so instead of organizing or thinking or doing things, you just only thinking and on that particular thinking too much, and instead of solving the problems or getting the solutions, and then you just feeling yourself pushing yourself, and then that I think makes you anxiety, and then you are the body, your mind's floating. So that makes it then difficulties or difficulty way of thinking or difficulty in your mind. So that normally those things, way of thinking brings the anxiety, I think.
So you were speaking about the anxiety and how you get anxiety. You're doing too many work and you're not completing it, and because of that your mind get pressure and you feel anxiety. Is it right?
Yeah, something like that, yes. So, so I think that whatever you do, practice or job or journey, whatever in daily life, everyone has a different way of doing things, different jobs. I think most important part is to relieve anxiety. You have to focus on what you can do, and what for that purpose you just focus on that. Maybe just instead of thinking too much and doing nothing. So it's some kind of, I feel that it's practical, lack of practical. So that's why when we don't do it practical, and then we just think too much, then that becomes anxiety.
Okay, talk about how we get anxiety and not doing it practically and thinking about it too much, and then you can resolve it. Yeah, you can resolve anxiety and you're getting worse and worse.
How you feel heard, so it's your turn.
Okay,
Okay, this one.
I'll talk about some, I don't know, fear or whatever. I recently, before coming to the United States, so we have some appointment at the Consulate General of the United States. So we went there. So it was very hectic. Everything is not the usually. It's very different. We've been to Europe many times, but the application of visa was not that hectic, so it was very simple. Now, when we go to the Consulate General, it was when I get there, many people are there, and get in line, you get a security check, you get inside, and when your turn comes, it's a very different feeling you have. You feel like you're doing some sort of crime. And there was my heart was like doom. And I prayed for Dara, and I think it calmed my mind down. Yeah.
So when you went to Europe for the consulate, it was very easy, but at the American embassy it was very hectic, and you had to go through a line for security, and it was hectic, and you felt like a criminal, and then your heart was beating from the fear, anxiety, but then you just sort of meditated.
Yeah, I
prayed too. And then you felt calmer.
Calm, yes. When I saw the visa counselor, I could say that, visa officer, and he was smiling. The people, two person in front of me, they got their visa rejected, and I was still feeling something. Then I went in front, and he was smiling, and we had a good conversation, and he talked about Dalai Lama and all this thing, where we're going, and it was smooth. And I got my visa, and that was
yeah. So when you came to the officer, he was smiling, and he talked about the Buddhism. The two people beforehand, they got rejected, but everything went smooth, and you got your visa.
So what I feel, I feel this kind of fear. Fear was, I don't know what it is, but kind of anxiety or fear. So it's important to know people, talk closer and know the people. But because of lack of knowledge or understanding, you get this kind of fear. So that's what I think it is.
So it's important to know people and know who they are, and then if you don't, then you feel fear and anxiety from that.
With interaction with people, then you get to know closer, and you feel close. Otherwise, by looking at person, sometimes people are different. By look, we are different, but when you talk to people, you get the connection.
Yeah, so when you first see people, maybe there's a wall, but you start talking and you make a connection, and then your anxiety goes down.
You find similarities, and there's some connection between person. So if you don't talk, then it's always like this. You're just facing a wall. So you have to open up to see the person behind that wall.
So you have to be able to see the person behind the wall and open up, and the way you do that is through dialogue, listening, and talking with each other.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Okay. Then I'll speak to you. I so enjoy what he was saying, because I think the dialogue and for people to hear each other is so important. So I very much agree with what he's saying.
Yeah, this is very important to talk with others, so that way, the talking and conversations, the sharings, what you say, is very important in our life.
Exactly, yes. And the empathy circle is a structure to help that dialogue, because you speak and you feel heard. It makes the conversation go deeper, I find.
Yeah, so this one also very, very important. I'm also saying, this very important, talkings and touchings, keeping contacts. So this one very important. So whatever problems, we need to solve with this conversation.
Yeah, and the empathy circle, this structure helps because it gives everyone an equal turn. There's no guru. Because everybody's equal in the empathy circle.
Yeah, so this is very good place. What you say, a good place to share this happiness or problems. So whatever the thing, It's a very good place.
Yeah.
So we are also doing it in the monastery. So discussing.
Yeah. So, and what we want to do is teach everyone in the world how to take part in an empathy circle, because it's good for families. So the families can learn to talk to each other, and politicians, and
people understand their view, right? What they're thinking. So it's very important. It is very good for everybody.
That we want to teach everyone this simple skill. That's what we want. So
I like it very
no, so you just reflect. You want to teach everyone in the world. So if you could say that.
So I'm also teaching.
No. It's not what you have to say. What I have said.
What you want. So you have to teach, and you share your experience. You can share your opinions, the thinkings with the others. So really, it's a very good way to understand the people. And
Tepo was talking with the Dalai Lama, and he talked to him about the center and about the empathy circle. So I hope the Dalai Lama will take part in an empathy circle sometime.
What you say, the Dalai Lama also sometimes they're not saying that empathy, but they're not empathy, rather. Empathy means that get in that
So I think he has mean to say that if someone is doing whatever activities, it's not directly that wording called empathy, but his act is all in empathy.
So I hope he takes an empathy circle, so Tepo is talking to him. So okay, I feel heard. So for the last, if you want to speak to somebody, and you're the last person.
Well, I think that's a little bit uncomfortable, like talking about these things.
Can you do it in Tibetan? Do it in Tibetan. And then we'll be finished.
Physically, mentally,
Do I need to translate?
You just reflect in reflect in English, maybe that's an idea.
I think what I mean is that everybody has some kind of reflect to each other, concern to each others. I think that's what I mean.
Sometimes the concern, the unconscious damage to Samustana, Churching, it's simply never ended of Chagars. Understanding the good and cause conditions, you need to have some other inner, and then we have never answered the words.
Sometimes we concern others, but sometimes that concern, I think it means to make it more burden, So, but if you understand the concern of the cause and the conditions, if you think probably, then it makes clear out, and then you feel very good. So the cause of the happiness and suffering all comes from the cause of the conditions.
So that is some of the kotori, and
So usually it says that if you understand everything, the cause and conditions, then you understand, you can clarify that what is the happiness and what is the unhappiness. So you can clarify that and get clear. And everyone wants happiness, or nobody wants an unhappiness. So everyone's trying to create to be happiness and create a cause for happiness. So nobody's creating a cause for unhappiness. Try.
So now that's it. Mithidi, kibu deve, kibu takada, kibu lu danga, sim samaya, shivina kedam shibu.
So I think last means that you always have to like try everyone to create the cause for happiness of the body, the speech, mind. So if you try to do on that practice, or then you will feel happier. So everyone is in the world, they are talking about the world need peace, talking about that. But the main, the source of way of thinking is comes from the mind, everyone's mind, the way of thinking.
No, that is nice.
So that's,
Do you feel heard? Okay. Well, thank you. That was, I appreciate you telling the story of being a manager of the center, the difficulties, sharing, about your story with the visas and all the other stories. I really appreciate that and taking part. Could we get like one just photo? Like
yes, definitely.